Just a quick video on a couple of revolvers that I call from then till now. It's by no way the definitive chronology of revolvers. There's a lot missing. It's just a general take on revolvers through the years. There's been several before these and several after these, but it's a good assortment to give you an idea of how revolvers have changed and how they're a little different. Starting first up, we have the Smith & Wesson Model 10 Police Positive revolver. This is a gun that started out in the turn of the century, and it's a 6-round 38 special. It's a beautiful gun, has the exposed firing pin on it, so you don't want to dry fire that gun. This is the gun that, when you watch an old gangster movies or, you see the Al Capone movies and things like that, they're shooting with the, a 6-gun like this, a 6-shot revolver like the Smith & Wesson. Great gun. Police carry it, obviously, police positive. Bank guards, if you're a little older and you remember guards standing out there, savings bank in front of your town, they had one of these in the holster. I believe Barney Fife carried one of these on the Mayberry show that was around. So that's the Smith & Wesson. Awesome little gun. I still shoot it. It's over 50 years old. It's awesome. Next up is the Colt Police Positive, also 38 special. Also a 6-shot 38. What's different about the Colt from the Smith & Wesson, and what's different about most Colts from most revolvers, is most revolvers turn to the left. This Colt, as well as all Colts, their cylinders turn to the right. So when you cock the hammer, you see the cylinder turns to the right. Other cylinders turn to the left. Why Colt did that, I really don't know. If you know, maybe you want to leave a comment below. But the thing why that's so important is because, God forbid, you're in a gunfight and you shoot all 6 rounds and you only have, like, say, 2 or 3 rounds left. You want to make sure you put them in the right holes here. If you put them on the wrong side, you're going to have to pull that trigger a few times on empty cylinder holes before you get a bang. So if you know it's rotating to the right and you see these lands and grooves are facing to the right there, you're going to put the rounds, if you have 2, you put them right there. You'd close the cylinder. Then when you cock the hammer or shot at double action, it would line up with those. The other difference between these two guns is the Smith has got what a lot of old-time policemen call a more menacing-looking barrel. If you notice, it's got more of a bull barrel, where the Colt has a pencil barrel on it, a little thinner. And a lot of cops used to like, especially in New York, a lot of cops used to like to carry the Smith more, even though it was the same exact round. When they were holding a bad guy, who's getting cuffed or, being questioned or whatever, when they were pointing a gun at him, this one scared the crap out of him a lot more than the Colt did. So it just looked like a more powerful gun, even though it's exactly the same. So that's the difference on the Smith and the Colt. The next one up is another Smith. This is the 642 Airweight. It's been about 10 million YouTube reviews on that, so I'm not really going to review it. It's just a lightweight, snubby. The big thing is it has an internal hammer. 5-shot 38 special. Awesome gun. Been around since the 1950s. This is obviously a newer version of it. They make it in all different types of metals and all different contraptions, different ways to, make the grips and things like that. It's really a great gun, though. I carry this one a lot. Double action only, where those first 2 were single action and double action. That means you could cock the hammer on those, or you could shoot it double action. Beautiful, beautiful, lightweight gun. Next one up is the Ruger SP101. This came about in the 1980s. This obviously, it's almost a brand new gun here. It's a couple of months old. But these are all 38s except for this one here. This is a Ruger 357 Magnum, and it's 5 rounds. It's an awesome gun. I love this gun. I actually carry this gun, even though it's not a little snubby. It's got a 4.2-inch barrel on it. I carry this gun in a shoulder holster. Because it's such a small frame revolver, it doesn't print at all in a shoulder holster. You know, in the fall and the winter, I'll carry it. But when I take it to the range, I mostly shoot .38 special. But at the end of my range, you know, before I'm done, I'll normally run about 20-25 rounds of .357 Magnum through it. And the one thing I'll say is it's got a hell of a kick. And because of the small grip on there, when you shoot .357 Magnum, you will get a bruised knuckle on your third finger right there, but that's just the way it is. You're shooting a really hot load, a powerful load. And in a self-defense situation, though, the .357 Magnum will definitely do the job. You got 5 shots, so you better be pretty accurate on that. And I don't think in a situation you're going to worry about a little bruising on your finger. I don't think you'll notice it. But awesome gun, single action or double action. You could dry fire this because this one has the transfer bar. It doesn't have the exposed firing pin on that. What's nice about this gun too is it does have fiber optics on it. So, you know, if you're plinking at the range with .38s on this, you can get really, really good grouping if that's what you're looking for. And last up is another Ruger. And this is the Ruger LCR, Light Carry Revolver, I think it stands for. Also .38 special. 5 rounds, .38 special. Just like the Centennial, it's got a internal hammer, no external hammer, so it could only be shot in double action mode. Ruger did some kind of special trick with this trigger. It's like some internal cam or something like that on it. It makes it one of the nicest revolvers to shoot in a double action. It's very smooth. You can't stage it like you can do with other triggers. The other thing about this, you know, to show you from revolvers from the beginning to almost the end, is this is, you know, mostly all of a polymer revolver. So except for the inside of the barrel, which obviously is steel, and the cylinder is steel, and a couple of other parts, the trigger, a couple of internals, this is a light polymer revolver. So, you know, if you take that one and you compare it to this one, weighs absolutely twice as much. It's a lot smaller, and you know, night and day. You can see this is, you know, an older version, and this is, you know, a modern version. But you know, this is a classic, and I'm sure this Ruger will be a classic. I love this Ruger. I also carry this a lot in an ankle holster or a little Nemesis holster in a pocket, in cargo pants, or, you know, a lot of ways you can hold this gun. And you forget that you even have it on you. It's so light. But, you know, very rudimentary sights on it, very basic sights. Just, you know, all around awesome gun. .38 special, double action only. It's fantastic. So just a simple assortment of revolvers here. I love wheel guns. I got a lot of semi-autos, but I also have a lot of revolvers. I have a lot more. This is just a little sampling that I'm showing. And but you know, revolvers then and now. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you like videos like this, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll keep doing more. All right? Thanks a lot. Have a good one.